Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. If you are not subscribed, please do it now. In this video we will talk about all the details you need about every live-action Disney remake coming out.
It seems like they're announcing new Disney live-action remakes every day. Indeed, they've already started being produced and hitting theaters, with The Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast seeing great success. Live-action Disney movies are as successful as ever right now, and the company hopes that it can capture even more magic with remakes of some of its best films. It's hard to say which new project is garnering the most attention because they will all likely cause quite the commotion, whether it be the live-action Aladdin starring Will Smith as the genie or The Little Mermaid with Lin-Manuel Miranda attached to handle the music. Each film comes with its own kind of blockbuster news. Here's everything there is to know right now about the upcoming live-action remakes of classic animated Disney movies. Dumbo. Tim Burton is directing the Dumbo remake slated to come out March 29, 2019, though a central role was offered to Will Smith. The Fresh Prince passed and the movie stars Colin Farrell as a former circus star who finds his life turned upside down when he returns home from the war. He and his family are enlisted to care for the young Dumbo, but a pair of nefarious entrepreneurs played by Eva Green and Michael Keaton have other plans, according to Collider. The movie, written by Aaron Kruger, who penned 3 of the Transformers films, has started production in England. Aladdin. Will Smith passed on Dumbo because he'll be playing the genie in Guy Ritchie's Aladdin, which comes out May 24, 2019. After a difficult casting search to find non-white actors for the lead roles, Disney finally landed on Mina Massoud for Aladdin and Naomi Scott for Jasmine. The movie is going to be a musical, which likely contributed to the extended search, as they needed someone capable of both acting and singing. Interestingly, La La Land producer Mark Platt is a consultant on the film, meaning the musical aspect of it is indeed being taken seriously. The production came under fire in January 2018, when an extra named Kasia Lodador said he saw fair-skinned cast members waiting to have their skin darkened. Disney released a statement in response. Great care was taken to put together one of the largest, most diverse casts ever seen on screen. Diversity of our cast and background performers was a requirement, and only in a handful of instances when it was a matter of specialty skills, safety, and control. Special effects rigs, stunt performers, and handling of animals. Workroom made up to blend in. Disney's comments understandably offended many. The Lion King. The Lion King features a star-studded cast with James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa, along with Donald Glover playing Simba, and Seth Rogen, Billy Eichner, John Oliver, Alfred Woodard, Beyoncé, and more rounding out the stacked roster. Jon Favreau will be directing the film after his success with The Jungle Book. Favreau will also be helming The Jungle Book 2 after filming on The Lion King wraps. The Lion King is set to release July 19, 2019. Christopher Robin. Alex Rossberry was originally pegged to write and direct the upcoming Winnie the Pooh live-action adaptation, but Quantum of Solace and Finding Neverland filmmaker Mark Forster will direct, while Perry will provide the script with the help of Tom McCarthy, Spotlight co-writer/director and co-writer. Christopher Robin will tell a new story revolving around a grown-up Christopher as a businessman whose life is turned upside down when his old friend Pooh shows up in need of help. Ewan McGregor will have the lead role with Hayley Atwell also starring, along with Jim Cummings as Pooh, Brad Garrett as Eeyore, and Nick Mohammed as Piglet. Christopher Robin will arrive in theaters on August 3, 2019. Mulan is set to hit theaters in 2019 and will be starring Liu Fei as the titular heroine, with Nikki Caro, the Keeper's wife, directing. Liu has starred in The Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Outcast alongside Nicolas Cage, according to Deadline Hollywood. The new live-action film is combining the story of the Ballad of the Legendary Hou and Mulan with the original film, The Little Mermaid. There's actually quite a bit of confusion about a live-action adaptation of The Little Mermaid because there are 3 upcoming movies essentially based on the same story. The actual Disney remake, however, may be the most exciting as Lin-Manuel Miranda is on board to handle the music alongside Alan Menken, composer of many of the original animated films. There is no release date for The Little Mermaid yet, but the reports claim the Mary Poppins Returns director Rob Marshall is Disney's top choice. According to sources, Marshall is expected to join the project in early 2018. Peter Pan. David Lowery, director of Pete's Dragon, will be getting behind the camera for Peter Pan. Not much is known about the live-action Peter Pan other than the fact that it will tell the same story as the original movie. There is no word on casting as of yet. Oliver Twist. Ice Cube. Yes, that Ice Cube will be producing and starring as Fagin in the Oliver Twist live-action adaptation, with Hamilton director Thomas Kail behind the camera. The Charles Dickens story will reportedly have a hip-hop twist, which will obviously include musical elements. It's unclear if it will include 4-legged characters like Disney's Oliver and Company, but it seems that the story will be more similar to the original tale. No release date had been announced. Pinocchio. Written by R1 penman Chris Weitz, the live-action Pinocchio project has seen a little trouble as Sam Mendes has dropped out of the project, which he was likely set to direct. This might even due to conflicts with his potential role in remaking James and the Giant Peach. James and the Giant Peach. One of the 2 things known about the live-action adaptation of this Roald Dahl story is that Sam Mendes has dropped out of the project, just as he did with Pinocchio. James and the Giant Peach will be written by Nick Hornby, the novelist who wrote High Fidelity and About a Boy. There is no release date for the film yet. Cruella. Emma Stone is tapped to star as Cruella de Vil in the live-action remake of 101 Dalmatians, simply titled Cruella. While the first draft of the script was written by The Devil Wears Prada writer Aileen Brosh McKenna, Kelly Marcel was writer of Saving Mr. Banks and 50 Shades of Grey was brought on for a rewrite, and Jez Butterworth has written the most recent draft. Mozart in the Jungle director Alex Timbers will be behind the camera for this movie, which is currently without a release date. Tink. Reese Witherspoon is now set to play Tinkerbell in Tink after Elizabeth Banks dropped out. Finding Dory screenwriter Victoria Strauss is penning the script that, much like Maleficent, tells a story you don't know. Little else is known about the project at this point. The Sword in the Stone. Game of Thrones writer and producer Brian Cogman will handle the script for the live-action adaptation of The Sword in the Stone, with Brigham Taylor producing the film, and that is literally all that is known about this project, but it's a safe bet that it won't look too much like Game of Thrones, at least as far as nudity and violence go. Prince Charming. Stephen Chbosky, who wrote the live-action Beauty and the Beast, will most likely be writing and directing Prince Charming, which will tell his story from the point of view of Charming's brother, the black sheep of the Charming family. Though it was announced all the way back in 2015, production has yet to begin on Prince Charming and a release date has yet to be announced. Lady and the Tramp. On March 19, 2018, The Hollywood Reporter broke the news that Disney is planning a live-action remake of Lady and the Tramp. The film will debut on Disney's digital screening service and will include computer-generated imagery, CGI, alongside live-action shots. Not a lot of information has been released yet, but fans of the original 1955 film are excited to see it play out on screen. If you like this video, please subscribe in my channel for more videos. Goodbye.